Welcome to our first lecture with using video lectures on databases. So on the Mac, we'll be using the pre-installed SQL 3 database. To get to it, as a Mac user, we'll go to our Sakai website and go to Resources as usual, and then Tech Plugins. And you'll notice that beginning with Tech Plugin T6, I now have two separate folders, one for the PC and one for the Mac. So as a Mac user, you will go to T6_Mac. And then we'll go ahead and download the Mac Complete with Datasets zip file. And we'll minimize this. So, we've downloaded that. As I mentioned, SQLite 3 is already pre-installed on your Mac, and we're going to use Finder in the next couple of steps. If you don't know how to use Finder, it is the icon on your taskbar that is blue, square, and has a happy face on it. So, on my Mac, it's on the far left, and you can see it's a blue and gray square with a happy face on it. So I'll go ahead and click that. And I can go to a folder that's convenient for me, and I always find it best to go to the default folder on my home directory. So I'll go up to Folder, and I have / in there, which is the root folder, not very convenient. So I'll click Go, because I'm going to go to a different folder. But Users is an area I want to be in, and especially my particular user, GMRWVU. Your user will probably be your initials or a name you've given it. So go ahead and open that up if you would like, or if you prefer a different location, that's fine as well. So now I'm in a location that's convenient for me to do work in, especially with Terminal. So now that I'm here, with Finder, I can navigate to directories and access files, and it's very similar to the functionality of Windows Explorer. So now I'm going to go over to my Downloads folder, and I have a convenient icon on my taskbar. This time on my Mac, it's on the far right. So I click Downloads. I'm going to just drag the Mac Complete with Datasets over to my convenient directory, which is my home directory. So, still in Finder, we want to open a terminal window, and we'll do that using Applications, which is on the left navigation bar for our Finder. So you can see Applications right here. I'm going to click that. And this is a folder that has a list of a variety of applications on your particular Mac. Scroll towards the bottom, and you'll see a folder called Utilities. Double-click that. Again, you'll see a variety of utilities that are available for you to use on the Mac. The utility we'll be using for this exercise is Terminal. So I'm going to double-click Terminal, and it opens a terminal window for me. I'm now finished with Finder. So in Terminal, I can type in pwd and that'll print out my working directory where I am. And again, this is my home directory, a very convenient place for me to be in. Next, I want to get into that particular folder I just downloaded, which was, so I'll do cd mac _ complete _ w _ data sets. And now I'm in the folder that has the information I have downloaded from Sakai. So I'll type in clear, do an ls to list the contents of the directory, and I can see that it has the information I need. So now that I'm in this directory, I'm going to type in SQLite 3, which is the program, and then world.db, which is the database. Now I'm in my database. Now I have several CSV files, as you can see, and I want to import them into my database. You can think of CSV files as being a subset of an Excel file, and Excel works with them very nicely. So I'm going to import these, but I have to tell SQLite what the separator is in the CSV file. So there's a series of what are known as dot commands that you can use to do administrative work inside of SQLite. And of course, as it says right above the prompt, you can type in .help to get information about these commands. So I'm going to type in .separator, space, comma. Next, I'm going to import data from city.csv into my city table. So I'll type in import city.csv space city. Now I've imported this information into the database. And I can test that by going select star from city, and I'll only look at one record, limit 1. And we can see that I did in fact get one of the cities from the city.csv table. I'm going to do the same thing with country.csv. So I'll use the up arrow and scroll through my commands, and then come back here, save myself some typing. Country, COUNTRY.CSV space, and this will go into the country table. Again, I'll do the same test. Select star from country, limit 1. Put a semicolon at the end of the SQL commands. I do get a country. You don't need the semicolon at the end of the administrative or dot commands, but you do need them at the end of the SQL commands that will be given. And in the next lecture, we'll go in a little bit more into SQL. Today, I just want to make sure you're able to download the data and you can load the information into tables, and then we'll make sure we also have the ability to open our university database, and we'll be using this database for some exercises in T7 and T8. So that's our purpose for this one. And this is probably going to be a full lesson in itself. Okay, next I'll type in .import country language .csv into my country language table. Then I'll select star from country language space limit 1. And we did get a language, and in this case we got the header, so we'll need to get that out of the CSV before you guys download it. Okay, but that shows that we did load them in, and that's fine. Next, what we want to do is, now I can do a .shell, and that will let me do operating system commands within SQLite. So I'll do .clear, and of course .clear on the Mac clears the screen. So to finish up, what we'll want to do is .open space univ .db. And now I've opened that database. So I'll do .tables, and I can see a set of tables. So I'll select some information from the student table, and we can see that we get that information. To finish, I'll go ahead and type in .quit, .quit, and now I finished my Text 6 plugin exercise. And I will now exit from here